Alright, so I figured I'd warm up a little bit in free play on the new map actually, and then I'd get into some gameplay. And I was thinking maybe I play one casual game and then I analyze the replay. And this will help you in your ranked games. Just watch some Grand Champion gameplay and get some tips. You'll get to see my thoughts live in action, and then you'll get to see what I thought about later, and hear me talk about things that maybe I didn't mention in the game. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, hasn't been too long. It's been about 30 seconds, and loading into Champions Field 2v2s. This is casual mode, so we're all around mid to high 1600. Oh, my teammate didn't go. Love to see it. I get the save. They're going to get the back boost, so I'm actually going to pick up pads. I see my teammate is moving, so I'm going to rotate behind him and get this back boost here. And now I'll leave that halfway boost so that if my teammate is rotating out, he can take it. I notice I'm going to get beat to that, so I stop boosting. And hopefully I can pinch this back to him. Now while my teammate crosses the goal, I'm going to get this boost, and then I'm going to rotate in. Nice. Alright, oh, little whiff there. But he recovers. What is this, Vayne? Let's see what he does with it. Oh, I got stuck on the corner. I'm gonna quickly rotate back and be there to block. Don't know how I got the save for that. I shouldn't have been there. Messed up a tiny bit, but it's good for you guys to see a Grand Champ making mistakes, because it shows that we're all human, and there's much higher above me. Gonna 50 this, and then I rotate out as quickly as possible. Get this boost. I'm gonna leave the corner boost. I see it's not there though, but even if it had been, I would have left it, because I don't need to fill up while rotating back, stealing things from my teammate. My teammate was a little unsure what I was gonna do there, so I have to be more clear. We'll watch that from his perspective later in the video and see what it looked like when I rotated out. Nice. This is going at the wall with enough pace that I can actually take it up the wall and hit it on target. Oh, a little bit of lag. I could feel myself falling out of the air a little bit there. But it's all good. Looks like my teammate is keeping the pressure on them. I'm going to shoot that on target, and there we go. It was risky for me to go for that, but I decided to just try to pop it up a little bit over the defender, and worked out. Alright, my kickoff. I'm going to try to just kill the ball there. It went straight up, but it did stay towards the center, so my teammate was able to get it with the boost he'd gotten. Nice, he's doing pretty good, just keeping it over the opponents and keeping them from getting a nice touch. I'm actually going to just fake that, steal this boost, and now we're on the attack. Although, I'm not sure what my teammate was doing there. Or there. But nice. I hit it off. It's going to go off the wall and then back to me, and I'm actually going to just shoot this. The defender got to it, but I can hit this over him, and now I rotate out. Oops. That was a mistake about my teammate, but he recovered quickly enough to make sure that we didn't get scored on. And I beelined it back home. That was just a clear. I tried to hit it as cleanly as possible downfield, because I wasn't sure if my teammate had gotten back yet, and luckily he hadn't. Alright, I'm going to shoot this on target. And there we go. 2 goals. Not enough to sway them, apparently. Oh! This is one thing that you don't want to do if you're solo queue, is without notifying your teammate, just turn around and not go for the ball, because a lot of the time it's really hard to know what to do. I'm demoing the last man there so that my teammate can have an easier time of scoring. And now I know he's going to need... Oh, never mind. I was going to say he'd need that half boost, but it actually worked out perfectly where I took the boost and then he got the corner at the top. Nice. A good 50 from my teammate and a little whiff. Gonna hit this around this guy and shoot. Now, because I missed, I'm gonna quickly grab this boost, and I meant to grab the corner, the halfway boost, I mean, to keep it from draw. draw? I really don't know. Ooh. Hopefully my teammate can rotate quickly. Yikes. Accidentally got a flip reset while trying to pinch it there. I'm gonna wait for the clear here, and now I go. Just hit it over that guy. I wasn't trying to put it on target, but it worked. And now I don't see my teammate or hear him, so I'm gonna go for this and just put pressure on. And now I can pass this mid. At the last second, I noticed that he was going for the ball that I was going for, which is actually on my teammate, because I was clearly indicating that I was going fake. My teammate was faking too. All on purpose, all on purpose. I'm gonna have some patience here. Ooh, that was a good shot. One thing to do is just never panic. I was a little slow to the first challenge. Oh, my teammate's gonna have to get that. Nice. Just gonna make sure I'm here for the final save. See, like that. My teammate panicked while the ball was right in front of our goal, and it could have led to us conceding, and it led to us not having a very effective counterattack. Since if I had been the one to clear that, my teammate could have used his boost to go after it. But I'll show you guys at the end of the replay analysis. Alright, let's take a quick look at that. We're gonna watch from my teammate's perspective, and that way I can comment on what I'm doing wrong in his eyes, or what he's doing wrong in his own eyes. To begin, he didn't even move on the kickoff. But that's casual. Can't expect more than that. This was an interesting attempt. With such low boost, I think the better thing to do would be to control this, and either collect 1 or 2 pads, or to go for that halfway boost there. And keep the ball close. He hits it ahead of him, and luckily he can get a good double. And this is good control. This is the control I would have wanted to see while he had low boost. Is just keeping that close, bouncing it off the walls, trying to pop it over defenders, instead of clearing it full down the field. Here I pinch it back to him, and it does work out. Again, I think he could practice knowing when to keep it close and when to push it away from himself, because this is the perfect setup for a defensive air dribble. Just dribbling it out of the defense and 50ing it right at Vayne, instead of passing it to him. He did get lucky that Vayne did a mistouch, and this is when my teammate went flying to the ceiling. It looks as if he tried to leave the wall, right there. But because of the curve of the wall, your car actually gets stuck when you try to jump. And so it's a good thing to practice. I would say practice doing, I think they're called Fidelix resets, where you get a flip while leaving the wall. Not because you can master them or anything, but because it helps you understand where the curvature keeps you locked. Because I usually don't have that kind of issue because I understand it. He rotates out. It might be good in this scenario to rotate diagonally and either pick up pads or get the halfway boost instead of going straight across the goal and getting their corner, especially with ball cam off like this. So I get stuck on the corner. I usually don't get stuck going up, but I do get stuck going down. Dra has good control there, but messes up the flick. Let's see. I would have liked to see a pass. If my teammate had done a diagonal right flip, he could have flicked that over to me, and I could have aerialed for this. Or a little bit better control, but he drops it off his roof, and chooses to go for the boost instead. This is when I bring it into the air, but I do experience a little bit of lag, and so my car drops further than I would have hoped. But I did have enough boost to take it into the air more effectively than that. Actually, that might not have been the moment. Oops, not draw. Alright. Let's see. The challenge here was a little slow. I can see that my teammate is uncertain whether he should go while I rotate out or not, but he doesn't really choose an option. He just slowly meanders towards the defender, or the offender. And gets beaten, actually, although he can make it back in time. Here as well, especially as first man like my teammate is, it's good to just challenge this, to start reversing and do a what's it called, a half flip right here and just block the ball. Luckily I was able to come in and make the save, but it could have been dangerous. It looks like I made a bad choice to rotate out here. And it could be because I was low on boost. No. This is a situation where I can see why my teammate was a little confused. I expected him to be going for that right now, but he expected me to chase because I crossed the box with such purpose. So make sure, you see how, yeah, I go in a straight line and then I turn at 90 degrees and rotate out. Make sure you're indicating with your car what you're going to do a little ways before you do it, because otherwise you can confuse your teammates in this way, and luckily we were on offense and not defense when that occurred. Alright, here's where I experienced the lag. This is when my car fell out of the air right after this hit. I was trying to boost and it didn't, but luckily my teammate was safely positioned at half field and was able to get the recovery, or not get the recovery, allow me to recover safely. Delay time while I recovered. This was the dangerous moment, but it appears that I made the right decision at the time to use my speed and just come in quickly and take a shot over the defender. And I was rewarded for that. Oops, back to my teammate. A little bit of an awkward speed flip to reach this boost. He does get it without having to circle around, but I feel like it could have been a little bit cleaner if he practices speed flipping more. This is some great control. I really like seeing this. Control doesn't always have to be clean, but he gets it over one there. He jumps over the defender, pops it over another. This is just this is exactly what you should be practicing in your games. Is just keeping it close, popping it up, hitting it around, just being elusive with the ball. I don't mind that he missed that, because he was trying to be intelligent with it and pop it over the defender. Here I take a shot, but it's poor. That's a moment where I could have taken a page out of my teammate's book. And with my 37 boost, I could have kept this closer and caught it on my roof here and made a much more effective counterattack. Yeah, that was a pure accident. I don't think I had boost. I tried jumping off the ceiling and unfortunately landed right on my teammate. And that was a mechanical display of not excellence for my teammate here. This is good. There was a little miscommunication there because I wasn't sure when he was rotating out. You can see he's not fully certain himself, which makes it hard for me to be certain of anything. But we end up playing it correctly, and he double teams, and then I score. Again, I do not like this without any sort of communication, because as you see I cheat up, and if they had hit it hard they could have gotten it over him and straight in. But they weren't expecting it either, so luck all around, or unlucky all around. That was a good demo from me. I would have appreciated if he had hopped into the air. The moment after you see this demo is you should be jumping now to try to hit it on target. He didn't want to miss the ball, and so he was too patient on the ground and ended up wasting the chance I had created by delaying. This was a good 50. I would like to have seen him shoot it much more normally, especially only being 2 up. But he tries to go for the upside down hit and pays for his showmanship. That was good patience. I think he would have had the save had the opponent hit it actually correctly. A very poor air dribble, though. This is not how to do it. If you're going to be doing a defensive air dribble, you just want to be behind the ball. You want to be between the ball and the goal. And if the opponent had 50'd him here, it would have gone straight in and with power because they would have pinched it. Luckily, the opponent can't read where an air dribble is going. That's the problem with not playing casual, is that your casual rank is a little bit too low. And so players don't do, they don't do the things at the highest quality. Good pinch there. He noticed that it had fallen off his roof, and so he flipped into this challenge right here and pinched it forward. That would have been nice if he had hit it back to me, because I was positioned correctly for a back pass here. Nice. I like that my teammate dodged that boost. It looks as if I didn't need it. Let's see here. I know he didn't purposely dodge it, but it would have worked out if I had wanted the boost before challenging the ball here. I do not like boost sitters. I call them chickens hatching eggs. There is no reason why somebody should rotate all the way back, see their teammate returning, and stay on the boost. So that's the moment where I noticed that I couldn't hear or see my teammate, so I immediately challenged, because I knew he was back there somewhere. You can see I even glance over my shoulder with the camera, right here, and I don't spot him. So that's something to always avoid. You can always get a pad or two and be back in the action much quicker. Yeah, I didn't like that from my teammate, because at Grand Champ level, that's a very easy ball to reach. Maybe not hit perfectly correctly, but this is something that he should have been mid for, because there was no need to commit both of us, even if I hadn't been going for it. It's too close to the wall there. So I try passing it mid, and then I realize I have to recover and get it. So I get the boost, and I immediately turn so that my teammate can have extra time. And that was a very poor shot there. I remember whiffing this and thinking that his whiff was justified, but really, this should never be you can miss the goal here, but make sure you take a shot. This is the kind of thing where you want to practice, I think it's Coco's aim training, things like this. This is exactly what that's for. It's making contact with the ball when you have a shooting chance. Because when you get higher level, you'll find out that you have to kind of convert 90 to 95% of your shooting chances, because you don't get too many each game. Lastly, notice how when this almost goes in, my teammate panics here. He dives at it, and he picks up the pad. He goes all the way for our boost, and he's very poor positioning. I like that he's patient. He's waiting here with his 60 boost. He could challenge while I rotate around, but he decides to wait, which is fine. And notice how I'm in front of him. I clearly have this, and yet he's so panicked and scared that he feels the need to double commit this. Remember when I mentioned that I could have cleared this and my teammate could have used his boost to follow this? If this hadn't been about to be the end of the game, I would have actually been angry at him. But, two goals up, 0 seconds left. It's okay to double commit and make sure we get that save. And with that, the game ended a win. Well, yeah. So thank you for being here for this analysis. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day. Goodbye.